I went on a date almost every week from cold approach before I met my girlfriend. It was largely due to this quote. And if you're a guy with a lot going for you, but you just can't attract the women you want, I want you to hear this, bro, because it really helped me. The quote is, "He who thinks he can and he who thinks he can't are both usually right." What does this mean? It means you are living out a self-fulfilling prophecy started by your beliefs. If you think you can't get the girl, you will act more timid, you won't shoot your shot, you'll hide in the corner. And that will guarantee that you don't get her. And then your brain sees that you didn't get her and you realize you were right all along, she's just out of your league. But if you believe you can get her, you'll shoot the shot, you'll act more confidently, you'll go for it. And that will give you a better chance of actually getting her. So again, you've set in motion a self-fulfilling prophecy based on your beliefs, translating to action, translating into result that feeds back into belief. And so the name of the game, bro, and this is what I do with my clients, is we set in motion these little wins to kickstart a virtuous cycle rather than a vicious one. Too scared to approach the girls you really want? Go approach a girl who you think is cute, but doesn't make your heart pound and your mind go crazy. Start small. Give yourself little social challenges. Practice putting yourself out there with strangers and gradually level up. And what you'll see is once you get some momentum, this self-fulfilling prophecy just builds and builds and builds because your brain sees you winning. It starts to believe that you can do it. And once you believe you can do it, all the action follows. Now, why am I wearing a bike helmet? Because today on my bike, I had another experience that reminded me of this exact lesson. They had some construction going and they had two brick things really close to each other and there was a tiny gap and I was like, oh fuck, I don't know if I can make it through that gap on my bike. And then I caught myself thinking that and I said, no, I can make it through that gap in my bike. I forced my brain to believe that I could do it and my body followed suit. I just fucking went through like it was nothing. And afterwards I was like, let's fucking go, I made it through. I remembered this quote because I realized if I had told myself I couldn't make it through, guess what? I wouldn't have tried. And the result would have confirmed my belief. I would have walked away from that situation saying, oh yeah, I was right. I can't get through the gap. But instead, I set in motion a self-fulfilling prophecy that told me I was right for believing I could do it. And now next time I see a fucking gap, bro, I'm going to believe even more strongly I can get through.